and welcome to Lady Wisdom Speaks Academy. My name is Dr. Catherine Constant, and I am the author of the book, Lady Wisdom Speaks. I am so happy to be with you again today because I really want to talk about civic engagement and how that I'm so very delighted to know that our Boston City Council has 6 dynamic women who are actively involved in making a change and making a difference for our community and for the communities that they serve. I want to introduce them to you because I think that we need to support their work and support the effort that they are going to endeavor to pursue and push forward. The legislation and the policies that they are going to create are going to benefit us as residents and members of this wonderful city of Boston. And I just want to say that I'm so glad that I attended the forum that they had presenting them. And it was the Suffolk County Sheriff Stephen W. Tompkins and the Suffolk County Sheriff's Department, Directions for Corrections, a conversation with women who lead. And I must say for sure that these women are women who are ready to take on the challenge and who are ready to lead. Boston City Council Women, Proverbs 31:9. A conversation with women who lead. Speak up, yes, speak up for the poor and needy and see that they get justice. Proverbs 31:9. Andrea Campbell, Council President, District 4. Ayanna Pressley, at large. Michelle Wu, at large. Anissa Esabi George, at large. Lydia Edwards, District 1. Kim Jane, District 7. Pray, proclaim, protect. Thank you, women of valor and purpose. Thank you for defending us and sticking up for the poor and the needy. Hello, and welcome to Lady Wisdom Speaks Academy. My name is Dr. Catherine Constant, and I am the author of the book, Lady Wisdom Speaks. Lady Wisdom Speaks. Well, I'm happy to be here with you today because I want you to know that a Proverbs 31 woman is one who speaks up for the poor and for the needy. The Proverbs 31 woman, that she wanted to make sure that things went well in her community, not just for herself and her family, but she reached out to others and was willing to actually stand up for the poor and the needy. She also prepared and made food for them and clothing, and she also spoke up for them when she felt that there was injustice happening in her community. Well, on Tuesday of February 27, 2018, I went to a meeting that was held at Roxbury Community College here in Boston, and it was for the 6 new city council members that we have here in Boston. And this is an historic moment because this is the first time that we've ever had 6 women and women of color on the Boston City Council. And it was very nice. It was a wonderful experience actually hearing their conversation. It says a conversation with women who lead. And just to hear the voices, the stories of these women was very inspirational. It reminded me of the Proverbs 31 woman who decided that she was going to make an impact, not just for her family, but also she was going to extend her life and her talents and gifts and her wisdom to the community. And I think these 6 women have decided to do the same thing. Many of them have families, and they have children. And when you hear their stories, how they've made it out of some really difficult situations, their life actually is leading their charge. You know, their life experiences are actually giving them the energy, the desire, the willpower to go on out there and make a difference, not just for themselves, but also for others. And I really like the fact that they're interested in children and working for our children and our families. What I found very empowering with this meeting and seeing these 6 women together, and the fact that they appeared to want to work together and that they seem to like each other. And that to me seems like they're going to be able to accomplish a lot, because they're all pretty much share the same value system, and they all seem to have the same concerns in building family, business, community, homelessness, education, women's issues, and the correctional facilities, making sure that justice is being served for our community. And also, I really like the fact that they were interested in business, small businesses, and empowering our community to get into the financial and economic boom that's happening here in Boston. They spoke a lot about the inequities that are presently in our community here in Roxbury and in Dorchester and Mattapan, in our communities of Roxbury, Dorchester, and Mattapan. The fact that the housing market for housing is just out of control, and many of our families are being priced out of their homes, and the community is actually changing. I just want to introduce them to you. Andrea Campbell, and Ayanna Pressley, Michelle Wu, Anissa Asabi George, Lydia Edwards, and Kim Janey. And these women are women of color. They are not shy, nor are they afraid of speaking up for the poor and the needy. And they are interested in education, business. They're interested in transportation. They mentioned the correctional system, improving that. And also just the better health, improving the health of our city, and making sure that all of the citizens of Boston can participate in the prosperity of our city. And a big piece, at least one of my concerns, is homelessness and the need to address families, lack of housing, and children. Of course, education is huge for me as well. So I was glad to hear them speak on all of those topics, because the Proverbs 31 woman is one who is concerned about her community, okay? And these women are definitely putting some action to their words. They are actually doing something about making changes for everyone. Because as we know, it's the policy makers that determine our living. They're the ones who are going to decide how things go for us, how things are going to progress in our city, and who's going to benefit. Lady Wisdom Speaks Academy. This is your hour of opportunity. Opportunity is like a seed. You have to plant it for it to grow. A wise youth makes hay while the sun shines. But what a shame to see a lad who sleeps away his hour of opportunity. There is a time limit on when you can plant the seed. Time waits for no one. This is your hour of opportunity. Proverbs 10:5. At the meeting, I was very pleased on hearing how and what were on their hearts. Their stories came alive. Each one of the women, they expressed how they became involved in politics and why they decided to run. And their stories, each one of them had a unique story to tell. And they spoke about their concerns with such passion and such grace, and definitely with wisdom. I know that these are wise women. These are wise women, and they're definitely daughters of Lady Wisdom. And definitely they have the spirit of the Proverbs 31 woman. Their words were words that were full of compassion and consideration for others, the poor and the needy. We as a community need to support the work of these women, these mighty women of valor who are willing to stand up. Boston City Council Women, Proverbs 31:9. A conversation with women who lead. Yes, speak up for the poor and needy and see that they get justice. Proverbs 31:9. Andrea Campbell, Council President, District 4. Ayanna Pressley, at large. Michelle Wu, at large. Anissa Esabi George, at large. Lydia Edwards, District 1. Kim Jane, District 7. Pray, proclaim, protect. Thank you, women of valor and purpose. Thank you for defending us and sticking up for the poor and the needy. On the Boston City Council are 6 women, and these women are very valiant, very much active women in the community, and I consider them Proverbs 31 women. In the book of Proverbs, in the Bible, there in chapter 31 is a description, Proverbs 31, 10 through 31, of the woman who we call the Proverbs 31 woman. And that woman, she was actively involved in her community. She took very good care of her family. She was a businesswoman. And one of the major things that she did was speak up for the poor and the needy. And I believe that the women of our city council, the women of the Boston City Council, these 6 women, really depict and are example of the Proverbs 31 woman. I believe that these women have a strong spiritual base and that they are working from their authentic selves, and also for their love of community, love of family, love of children. And they are women of justice. They want to see that justice is served and that the poor and the needy are receiving the best, what they need. And I'm so very proud of them for that. I attended a forum that they had with these 6 women, yes, and on the cover here it says a conversation with women who lead. And these women have decided to step up and to speak up for the poor and the needy. They've decided that enough is enough and that justice needs to be served, and that we need to see changes in the city of Boston that will benefit the residents, the children, and the families of Boston.
They're talking about pressure, plenty pressure. Every week, oh, they're talking about pressure. Time is running out, clock is ticking away. It's getting close to midnight, hold up the light. This world system has too much pressure. Pressure in the day, pressure in the night, pressure on your left, pressure on your right. Love looking down from up above. Whoa, love can change the situation.
In my book, Lady Wisdom Speaks, number 90, it says, speak up, speak up. And this verse is found in that same passage of Proverbs 31, and it's 31:9 TLB. Yes, speak up for the poor and needy and see that they get justice. I'm going to repeat that again. Yes, speak up for the poor and needy and see that they get justice. Lady Wisdom asks, why are you not looking out for the most vulnerable? Our world is filled with children who are poor and needy. Here in our city, we can find children who are homeless, poor, and destitute. Where is the heart of compassion for the children? Taking care of the poor and underprivileged is doing God's work. He asks us, and He will ask us on Judgment Day, if we have given Him water to drink, food to eat, and clothes to wear, and if we have visited Him. And that's found in Matthew 24:42. Hopefully our answer will be yes, I have helped the poor and most vulnerable in my community. And these women have decided that they're going to step up and speak up for the most vulnerable in our community here in the Roxbury, Dorchester, Mattapan area, and also throughout the whole city, because the whole city, there are people who are poor and needy, there are the homeless, the destitute, there are those that are most vulnerable. The children of Boston deserve to grow up in a city that supports them and supports the work of improving their lives. Yes, I think so. And I'm so grateful to these women for taking on the challenge. Now, it's our responsibility as residents of the city of Boston to support their work, to go on out and stand up with them, that they're not standing alone, and that our voices are heard through them. But that we also are letting our mayor know, and those officials, people that can make a difference, the policymakers, letting them know that they need to take care of the poor and the needy. They need to make sure that children have a future, and a good future, that they'll be able to receive a sound and good education, and that the elderly will be taken care of. We need to make sure that our communities, all of our communities, will thrive here in Boston, not just for the few, but for all. And we will all benefit from this. This is not just for the rich, but everyone will benefit from the prosperity of the city of Boston. We want Boston to shine, and the only way we can do that is to help the most vulnerable. When we hold up the least fortunate and the most vulnerable, when we make sure that they rise, then everyone is elevated, everyone benefits from that. The whole city will thrive and be prosperous. And it is God's work. It is our responsibility to stand up. And I'm so proud of our 6 city council women, hallelujah, women of color, because I know that they're going to lead the charge, and they're going to go forth, and they're going to shine. And I know that we have to pray for them, that they will be strong in the positions that God has given them, and that they will listen to the voice of God, and that wisdom, Lady Wisdom herself, will speak in their ears. Hallelujah. And let them know what is right and what is wrong, what to do and what not to do. Because we really want our city council to be a wise council, full of knowledge, and that they're discerning, and they're reading the times and setting Boston on a great course for great success with our mayor, Mayor Walsh. Well, I'm excited about the times, and I'm excited about the work that they're doing. And I know that we're going to have great success here in Boston. Well, if you like this video, then like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below. Let me know. What do you think? What do you think is possible for Boston? What do you think is possible not just for Boston, but across the world? How can women stand up? And what can you and I do to bring about great change in our city and in our community? God has empowered us. We have a voice. We need to use it. Well, Lady Wisdom says that you are wonderful, you're beautiful, you're God's gift to the world. So go on out there and shine and let the world know that Jesus Christ is Lord. And see you next time on Lady Wisdom Speaks Academy. Bye. Thank you for your support. I really, truly appreciate it. And if you want more information, visit my website, ladywisdomspeaksacademy.weebly.com. Yes, my name is Dr. Catherine Constant, and I am the author of the book, Lady Wisdom Speaks. To learn more about me, visit my website, ladywisdomspeaksacademy.weebly.com. Yes, I love you. Be blessed. Follow Lady Wisdom Speaks Academy on Facebook and subscribe to Lady Wisdom Speaks Academy on YouTube. And be blessed.